Hello everybody, my name is Evergreen Forest, and this is going to be the start of a new Minecraft series. Now, the idea behind this is that for 30 minutes every day, I'm just going to sit down and dedicate at least a little bit of my time to getting away from the drag of modernity and dedicate 30 minutes just to a small little Minecraft world that I can enjoy together by myself. So, if you're wondering why it's been a while since I posted, first of all, if you are caught up at all with my personal life, then you would know that I'm A, a college student, B, an employed college student, and C, a non mentally well college student, which is part of why I'm doing this series as a way to tame back my uh, days a little. And so I'm going to be doing this for the foreseeable future as just a way to log any sort of ideas that I have in my brain. Um, yeah, I got a new PC, so that's another reason why I'm able to actually start playing Minecraft on YouTube. Um, Granted, it's not a series computer, so no crazy modded stuff, but I don't think that modded Minecraft is the vibe that I'd want to get with this series anyway. Just something nice and simple to keep my day nice and simple. Um, but yeah, so I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. My day's been pretty good. Honestly, it's pretty crazy. It's been a while since I was actually able to sit down and play the fully updated vanilla Minecraft. I'm pretty well aware of the different updates that come along, but because I play mostly modded Minecraft, uh, I'm pretty much been perpetually stuck in either 1.12, 1.16, or 1.20, which have been like the major versions of Minecraft that have received those big updates and are homes for a lot of different modded series right now. Um, but yeah, and so I should be perfectly fine. I doubt that there's anything that's going to be so crazy that I don't understand. So right now I'm just going to look around and see if I can find anything neat. There's a little lava area over here. That's nice. I'm also not going to focus on any sort of speed running over the course of this series. I really just want to dedicate a little bit of my day to just regular, old, boring vanilla Minecraft. Um, oh, copper. Copper has a use now, doesn't it? Isn't there a. There's the copper armor, if I remember right, which is good, and I'll be using that. Um, tomorrow, as a little update, tomorrow. Ooh, okay, where's that at? That's a little loud. Tomorrow, I'm going to go see the Minecraft movie with one of my roommates at 2 p.m., and I'm really freaking excited for it. I am a huge FNAF fan. And actually, if everything goes to plan tonight, then my first ever kind of tossing my hat into the ring of FNAF Theorydom should be going up tomorrow. So that'll be good and exciting and fun, right? Um, okay, alright, I can hear the craziness happening around me, but that's fine, right? It shouldn't be too much of an issue, correct? I have all the stone I'm gonna need, so I'm gonna. I feel like it's getting closer. I feel like that's getting closer. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I really don't like skeletons. They've always been the bane of my existence, so I'm really not trying to mess around with any of that. Um, oh, look at that. Isn't that lovely? But no, I am really excited to get a little FNAF theory up that I've been working on for a while. I've been really piecing it together for a good while now. Maybe we'll start a settlement in this little dark forest area. You know, I'll be like a little German boy in the woods. And it'll be a nice little time. I'll live under the canopy of a great dark forest and it'll be so lovely all the time. I also really like Darkwood, just the look of it. Well, I like the look of Darkwood in the sense of the log itself. I'm not a big fan of the actual planks. Oh, but that's an azalea tree over there. That could be useful. I have a good friend who quite likes the vibe of azalea and the dripstone caves and all that. Um, and I personally like it too. I haven't really learned how to properly implement it yet. Ooh, that's hot. That's very, very hot. Oh, some gold nuggets. Ooh, some boots. Some obsidian. I'll take that. I got some boots. Look at me. Look at me with my little boots. How fun is that? That's so fun. I'm so happy about that. And I got an apple. Dude, could life get any better? Alright, I'm gonna come up here. And we're gonna make our way across these trees. I probably need to find a safe place to be by nightfall, if we're being honest. This isn't looking so great so far. There are some nice mushroom trees. I could totally make like some... I see my favorite biome. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. I see it. I see my favorite biome. I'm locked in. I'm making my way over. I'm swimming. Oh my god, that's so exciting. I'm so glad that I found one. I won't lie, I was really mocking up my appreciation for dark oak because it was the only thing in the area, but now that I see this, I can't just pass this up. This is like the best thing that's ever happened to anyone ever. Oh, spruce, how I love thee. How I love thee. Look at you. Oh my god, and look at this area. Oh, I can see the vision. I can see a beautiful vision of what I could make this out to be. And it's something about the spruce biome in Minecraft. It feels so... and this sounds ridiculous because there has been a lot of changes to the spruce biome since it was first introduced. But it feels the most unaffected by change. I don't know if it's like the color palette, like the more pale grass, the simpler trees. There's something about it that just screams original Minecraft to me. And it calms my brain a little, if that makes sense. Which is perfect, because that's what the point of the series is. Oop, come here. Nope. Yay. I know I shouldn't be eating raw chicken, but I'll be fine. Okay, I think I want to settle on this side of this little lake right here. I think that this could be quite nice, you know? I feel like it has the potential to be a lovely little spot for me. Not right here, heavens forbid. I mean over here. I'll sprint. It's fine. It's not like I'm almost out of hunger. Yeah, right here. I feel like this could be a good spot to settle down in. I feel like I see a great vision of a cute little house by the lake. So we'll get a furnace going, and we'll also get some chews. Boom, boom. And an axe. And then we'll go into here, start making a little charcoal, and throw these down. Let's go get that sheep. Come here. I'm really sorry about this, but you are made of food and wool, and I need both to make it through the next 20 minutes. Let's go get some charcoal. There we go. Awesome. And we'll cook this mutton up, and we'll chop these trees down, get some more wood, make some more charcoal, make a bed, because I'm really not trying to have to set up a big old torch embellishment in the surrounding area. I would really like to just enjoy this area as it is. So let me get, boom, and then I'll need another one because I need more sticks. So I'll make a bed, and I'll make more sticks, and I'll do a little this, a little that. Boom. Awesome. And I'll turn 2 of these into charcoal for a torch. I'll get some more wood. Not enough for a chest, unfortunately, but that's fine. Let's set our respawn point. Night is falling. Let's see if we can't get some seeds so we can get a little farm running. There we go. Look at this. A nice, solid, very peaceful start to this series. We got a little spruce biome that we found, a little farm going, got some food. Look at that. Look at this. Isn't this just picture perfect? This is what Minecraft is all about. Gonna take a nap? Go to bed? Thank you very much. Thank you. Very kindly. Very, very kindly. Alright. Get that, and we'll make some torches. Just because it doesn't hurt to have a little bit of a lit up area. In the off chance that we do end up having to light it up. Probably should make a rudimentary house of some kind. That's not going to look pretty. But let's get some more charcoal going. I've got plenty of all of that. Where? I think right here. Maybe? Or should it be right here? Ooh, maybe it should be right here. Maybe I'll do a little terraforming. And get rid of all this grass right here. And then I'll go and build right on top of here. And that'll be a nice, cute little lodge, I feel. Nice, cute little lodge to get us started. You know what I mean? Nice and easy. I think so. I doth think so. Don't you? Let's see. We'll get all this dirt cleared out. Oh, and look at that. Perfect red and white flowers. We'll get those planted in front. Be nice and cute. The only thing that makes this area a little less picture perfect is that little acacia biome over there. I deeply dislike the acacia biome. I don't know specifically why. I just don't. I'm not really a big fan, personally. I wish I did. I wish I really got the hype behind the savanna, but it's just not that great for me, personally. It doesn't hit for me the same way I know that it does for other people. And I don't like acacia wood. Now here is the main trouble that we're going to run into, and that is the fact that for so very long I've called myself a builder, and the reality is that I am not. So it's going to be a fun little experience, I feel. Something delightfully new and unique. Let's get this in there. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Perfect little start. So I want to make a cute little shack, and I'm going to employ the different devices that I know in order to do so. So we're going to start face with maybe some nice pillars. I know the rule of fives when building in Minecraft, the rule of fives. So we'll make a little 5x5 shack, I feel. So, wait, let's think about this. We'll have it post here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A post here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A post here, and a post here. There we go. Maybe some oak wood. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice contrast of color. Doesn't that make everything nice? And we'll keep it basic face. And have little door in the middle. And keep it. I really do mean like the most basic. 1, 3, 4. Make it 5 high, and then I don't want to cut it on this azalea tree because I quite like azalea trees. Also, I'll need that later to mark for a lush cave, and that'll be quite important for gathering resources later on. We'll plant some trees. Look at that. Resourceful. I'm like the no, I'm not. Well, yeah, no, I'm like the Lorax. Well, I guess the Lorax didn't cut down trees, but I'm like Zac Efron from that movie. I'm like Zac Efron. You remember the little boy who's in love with his neighbor, and he goes over to his house after flying a drone into her backyard, and he's kind of a little bit of a creep, but I feel like she kind of ignores him on that front for some reason. And maybe it's because he's a kid, but I don't know. I would have not been okay with this kid perving on me even as a little kid. Um, I was originally going to do maybe trapdoor windows, but I think we'll be fine with some glass panes, honestly. I don't think it's going to hurt anyone if I make a couple glass panes. A little bit of fanciness never hurt anyone. So that's what we'll do. And then let's pull this over. Let me grab this. And plant some more trees. Less spruce. Let's get some oak going. Just because right now that's my walls. And walls are very important. Walls keep your place together. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I should say what's on my mind. Well, this year, personally, if for some reason you haven't checked the description, if for some reason you're not watching this within like a week or so after it came out, and this is some random person who found this on the internet years down the line, like after I probably aren't doing YouTube anymore, unfortunately. Right now it's 2025. It's December. I just got back home. Well, not home. I just got back to my apartment from staying at home for Thanksgiving, which I celebrated with my family. Separately, my parents are separated, which makes everything a little difficult, but I guess you make it work for family. But I got back. I'm in my third year of college, and I'm going through some financial difficulties right now, for a number of reasons that I can't really get into. But it's stressful, and it's not a great thing to let your mind wander and think about. But that doesn't stop it from happening. Wow, that's depressing, isn't it? No, I like this year just in general has been very rough. I lost some friends this year that I had not planned to lose at the beginning of the year. It'd be very weird if I had planned to lose them, wouldn't it? We're gonna actually, here, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna set this a little off center, and we'll put a window right here. I think that'd be nice. Yeah, I like that. Do I actually? I don't know. I don't think so. But I'll put maybe a little garden right there. But no, I lost some friends that I don't know if I was really prepared to lose, but sometimes people come into your life and it's just, they're there for the important parts and then they have to go. And it can really suck, but if you hang on to that for way too long, then you don't get to move on and meet brand new people that can be a new part of your life. And I guess that's always important. And I also lost my relationship, my 5-year-long relationship at that. And it was really a mutual thing. We had been growing apart for quite a while, I feel. And I don't know. I wish things had been different. But like I said, they weren't, and there's nothing I can do to change that now. So, but I think things are going. They're going. I have someone that I have interest in, but I don't think that she sees me in that way at all, which is rough. And it sucks, but I think that it was important for me to experience that and experience this. I guess this is in present tense, as it's currently happening as I speak. if it did work out, I would be over the moon. There's nothing quite like a relationship with someone that you adore. Because I've had it in the past where, as a young kid, you get into relationships with people for the sheer fact that you can say, "Oh, I've been in a relationship before," to impress your buddies, and that just doesn't work out at all for very, very obvious reasons. Um, but I, it's different when you find someone that you genuinely do adore, and someone that really does fully mean a lot to you. And it can be rough when those feelings aren't reciprocated. Um, like I said, I don't know. I have a strong feeling that they're not. And God, I really wish that they were. But there's nothing you can do to make someone like you. The most that you can do is be yourself and hope that maybe they'll be able to see you for the amazing person you are. And if they don't, then there's nothing you can do about it. That it sucks, but the most you can do is continue to be yourself. Monster Hunter, let's go. But yeah, that's really the brunt of what I've been going through. And if by some miracle that person is watching this, and they probably know who they are. I'm gonna be real. I've it's become very apparent to me that I'm not good at hiding my feelings, even a little bit. Um, but if by some strange miracle that person is watching this and has watched it for this long, because at this point we're over halfway through the video, um, I want you to know that I'm sorry if I ever come across a certain way, a creepy way, I suppose, or an overbearing way, or an overreaching way. I and I wish that I could just have the guts to come out and say it myself, especially since I've said before that, man, it's so nice when people are just upfront about what they want. Um, but oh god, but it's paralyzing. It's a paralyzing feeling, and man, maybe I shouldn't have started talking about this. Oh god. But I think even if they're not watching this, even if they're not watching this, I think that it's important that I say this. Because what if you, viewer, what if you get this far in the video and you're watching this and you commiserate with my feelings of, I don't know, unrequited feelings? Fear about relationships, fear about feeling. And maybe I pray that me talking about this, even if I'm not providing any proper answers, maybe I can make you feel a little less alone in those feelings. It's really interesting in my case. I went to therapy for a year, a full year. That was bought by the university because I was experiencing some major problems, especially being a freshman, first year at a new school with new people, far away from home. And the university was like, hey, if you're feeling sad, come do our free therapy. And so I went, and for a full year, I got to sit down with a therapist and talk about my feelings, which I think everyone should do. And I think that if everyone, if they have the ability to, should consistently do it. But because of that experience, I learned a lot of very valuable lessons about confronting your own emotions and being very aware of what you're feeling in a constant state. Um, However, because I no longer go and I no longer have a person to discuss these feelings with, whether they be positive, like I was saying about this girl, or negative, like I was saying about my more troubling parts of this year about losing friends. It's very valuable to have someone to say that to. And so I have this vocabulary of therapy and mental health and everything like that, but I don't have any outlet to use it. So I'm hoping that by using it in this sign of setting, not only can I come to terms with a lot of what I'm personally feeling, but I can also maybe help some poor soul that's in my same position. So, but yeah, if by some off chance the person I'm talking about is listening, and if by some miracle you've made it this far, and if by some miracle you're still listening, and if by some miracle, well, this isn't the miracle part, but if you do know who you are, I really like you, and I'm sorry for that. Wow. Yeah, I am. Because I know that I'm awkward, and I know that I come off a certain way, and I don't want to ruin our friendship with that. But I feel like it's disingenuous of me to continue feeling the way I do and not say anything. Which, dear listener, you would hear that and think maybe, well, Evergreen, you're not exactly even saying anything about it to begin with. You're just ranting about it here on the internet, where you're just preying on the off chance that they hear you. And that is very, very sincerely true, and thank you for noticing that. Um, but I've always felt a little safer behind a screen and behind words that I don't have to say directly to a person. So, sue me. Sue me. I think this house is coming along very well. I think I'm gonna get this roof together, and that'll be good. That'll be really good. Maybe I do want to put a little window right here. Just a little window that I can look outside. I don't know. Maybe I take out this window back here, and I put a window right there. Yeah. Yeah. I can get rid of this floor. There we go. And let me grab a little bit of this. Yeah. And a little bit of this. Get a little door down. Yes. Yes, yes. We can move our bed in there. And chest, or sorry, crafting table and furnace. We can get that in there too. Where's my schmountain stuff? Did I run out of... Shoot, maybe I ran out of charcoal without even realizing. And then get this together. Get this. And get a torch in there. And I want to do boom, boom, this chest. And move this in here too. We'll put that right there. And I want, you know what I want, dear viewer? I want a flower. I want a pretty little flower. And I want a rose. Or a poppy. I miss when they were roses. That was so much more romantic. Give a little rose to your brush. Oh man, I guess I can't. Wait, is there clay? Clay, clay, clay. Clay, 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 clay. Clay! Here we go. There we go. Oh yeah. We'll get out of here. We'll get this clay smelted. And we'll get a little guy. Boom, boom. Can we sleep? Oh, not yet. We'll sleep out under the stars. It'll be so nice. And what I'll do is once I get this little flower down, I'll move this torch a little further up actually. Because I want my flower next to where I sleep. And then, oh yeah, the copper armor, by the way. I did that without even thinking. But yeah, I like it. Flower pot. Flower. There we go. Look at this. This is so nice. I'm so happy about this. Can I make... No, I think it's perfect. Here, I'll take this. Set that up for next time. And we'll sleep. Oh, and look at that. Sleeping right before the sunset. And there we go. We have a little starter house underway. It's not fully finished yet, but we found a little spot to start our little living. This little lake. Quite like this. I think this is going to be good. We have a little farm going. So, I'm quite happy. Alright. Well, this is the style of video I think I'm going to be putting out for a while. This style of... I plan to do some other little fun stuff here and there, but I really want to get back into content creation, consistent content creation, but not in the I'm trying to catch up on trends or be fun and exciting all the time. This series I think is more of a brain dump, maybe to have on the background. Or, and you know, even if no one watches it, it's also for me. It's something that I can get out. So it's for the viewer, I guess, but also for myself, so maybe that'll help me want to continue consistently doing this, and in such a non-complicated way. However, I will say as a YouTuber, if you enjoyed, maybe subscribe a little, or like the video just a bit. That way we can continue to meet each other here in this little Minecraft world, and we can follow the progress of one another. Comment how your day was, if you made it this far and you're watching this still. I want to hear about your day, and I'll make an effort to reply to every single comment. Not that I imagine I'll be getting anything, but what the heck. I'll say that. Make sure to wash your hands, be safe on the road, make sure you eat and stay well hydrated. And I will see you tomorrow. Hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.